The visit of Chinese Premier Cheng Lei has not played out well for Anthony Albanese. It's confirmed two things: that China is a brutish communist regime intent on bringing Australia to heel and uninterested in issues such as freedom of speech. And it's also confirmed that our Prime Minister is weak in standing up for our values. Albanese's been weak on China before when it's put our Defence Force personnel in harm's way. And then yesterday, after Chinese officials deliberately blocked and buffeted and tried to intimidate Sky News' own Cheng Lei, who was disgracefully detained in China for more than 3 years, well, they tried to effectively hide her from the cameras yesterday. And remember, our PM said he'd missed all that.
Well, I didn't see that. I saw Cheng Lei and we smiled at each other.
Well, seemingly and deservedly embarrassed by the way he was called out over this last night, the PM volunteered a view this morning.
We have different values and different political systems. And we saw some of that yesterday, I've got to say, with the attempt that was pretty ham-fisted to block Cheng Lei, the Australian journalist who we were able to get brought home at the press conference. And there was a clumsy attempt, really, to just stand in between where the cameras were and Cheng Lei, and the Australian officials did the right thing and intervened.
What a feeble and belated attempt. The opposition leader was much more direct.
It's completely unacceptable in our free society for that sort of conduct to take place.
And Peter Dutton also turned the screws on Albanese.
The Prime Minister clearly misled the Australian people yesterday when he got up and did a press conference and said that he heard nothing of it. He didn't understand what the question was or didn't know anything about it. It's completely inconceivable. And the Prime Minister needs to stand up today to explain the discrepancy, explain why he didn't tell the truth yesterday, and please grow a backbone and stand up for our country.
Look, none of this stuff is overly difficult. It just takes a bit of mettle. It's just a matter of standing up for our values. China might not be too impressed, but they won't be too impressed by weakness either.